the next Minister of Justice. And I give you the next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Andrew, Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland.
Be no discipline, don't go no further. Welcome the East Rural boss. East Rural next MP. Let the people MC.
Step up and wave your flag. Come step up and
Comrades, my task tonight is to assess whether or not Eastern St. Andrew will be in the willing column of the People's National Party. The first thing you do as a leader is to recruit credible candidates. The second thing you do is to ensure that the work is done. And I'm saying Eastern St. Andrew. It sounds like the big boss is almost here. Okay. So when I assess the energy of the crowd, I can say with some confidence that we are going to be sweeping the 5 seat in the Eastern Belt. So, Comrade Dana, join me. Comrade Peter King, join me here, quickly. Come, Patricia, sorry. Patricia. No, comrades, I can account for East Central St. Andrew. I am now accounting for East Rural St. Andrew. And I have checked the box for Eastern St. Andrew. Comrades, Eastern St. Andrew is now home, so that make it 9. We now have 6, and we have captured East Rural, Eastern, and Central Kingston. So we are now at 9. And I have good news for you, because I am optimistic that I can get 10. Because West Rural St. Andrew is also on the list. Yes. So comrades, my task is completed. We have selected quality candidates. They are putting in the work and they are ready to lead. So comrades, if you're ready, say we are ready for Mark Jefferson Golden. So comrades, one more time. Are you ready for Mark Jefferson Golden to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica?
everybody! March, we are march.
Hey, everybody! The party leaders here! The next Prime Minister is here! Block your road! Alright, that's where I come from, ready! Hey, Maria!
We are
Hands up.
We're ready.
Hands up.
Yeah, we're ready.
Hands up.
We're ready.
Hands up.
Yeah, we're ready.
Flags up.
Go, golden,
Flags
you're
up.
ready for the road.
Bump, 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 hey, bump, bump,
Golden, you're
ready for the Eastern St. Andrew, are you ready?
Tell them go with golden, go with golden, go with golden, go with golden. We go with golden.
From what year? Some party I use with song, but you see our papa, you see our dada, you see our party leader. Right, yes, sir. You see with us, my father. Sure. Grandma, I'm good for see you, see. I'm good for see you, see. I come talk strong when them put fire upon money. Come talk strong when them put people in a bar in Jamaica upon money. All them wicked, so. Besides, we clean, decent leader. Michael Manley come put other man will come from other place for our money. Them are wicked. Anyway, let me get back to the program. Because the boss is here. The boss is here. Before you hear from Marky G, you have a gentleman who will have to take on a role after Patricia send home the other lady and tell her, say, go and go do what you're good at. Because you're never good at education. You're worse than know about finance. You cannot manage the constituency. So after we send her home, somebody have to take over and fix Jamaica. Welcome your next Minister of Finance, Julian.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand.
Time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes. Time come.
Soon to be Prime Minister, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Your Member of Parliament in waiting, Comrade Trisha. The distinguished comrades on the platform and the warriors of the People's National Party. One love. Comrades, apart from my own constituency, Eastern St. Andrew is the closest constituency and the most dear constituency to me. The first place I lived was Mona Heights. The first school I went to was Hope Valley Primary School. After I left Mona, I lived in Hope Pastures. My entire life has been here in Eastern St. Andrew. Every week I go to Wayne the Barber right across there. So Eastern St. Andrew has been probably the most central constituency in my own life and my own upbringing. And importantly, I still vote in Eastern St. Andrew. And Trisha knows the 3 votes at my house will be for her whenever the election is called. Eastern St. Andrew is critical to ensuring that Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden becomes the Prime Minister. So we have to ensure that we tie up our organizational work. If we need to complete the canvas, if you need to go and talk to people, do it now, because we don't know when the date is. And the reason why winning is important is not because any of us seeking power for our own self. We want to win because we are committed to transforming this country, to make it better for all Jamaicans and not just a few. We want to build an economy where every Jamaican child can participate in. And as such, our first task has to be to fix the education system, to ensure that every child who leaves primary school can read, can write, and can do some maths. That is our commitment. Because it is only then, by having that we can build the kind of workforce that will improve our productivity, grow our economy beyond the 1%, and move us up to 4 and 5%, so that we can provide the kind of services to make your life better. We are committed to, in education, ensuring that every child who is in need gets a meal per day when they go to school. I remember at Hope Valley, as a little boy, I remember getting my Nutri-Bun, I remember getting the cherry malt milk, right? And I had it. Everybody got it. And we are going to ensure that every single child, because a study done by the United Nations, the Food and Agricultural Organization, has said 55% of Jamaicans suffer from moderate to severe food insecurity, which means that they cannot afford to eat what they're supposed to eat each day. That is a shame in a country like this. We have to correct that. We are further going to go for those you live in the heart of a university town. UTech is right here and U is down there. We are saying to tertiary students who go through, pass them CXC, pass them CAPE, and can make it to university, we're going to make it easier for you once you need to borrow money from the Student Loan Bureau. We are going to tie your repayment to whatever your income is. So if, for example, your income only allows you to pay $20,000 a month, but your payment is supposed to be 30, we will allow you to pay the 20 once you come in, and you will not be considered to be in default. Why is that important? Because if you're considered to be in default, you're going to get a bad credit score. And when you need to go buy a car or a house, you're going to be in a problem. We're going to extend the moratorium after you leave and finish your degree, so that you have more time to pay off that. And our most transformative policy, for if you are the first in your family to make it to university, the People's National Party will offer full scholarship to you, so that we can break generational poverty and allow you to lift yourself up in life. We are also committed. We recognize that every Jamaican wants to own their own home. And that has become a challenge, even more challenging over the last 9 years. So we are committed to building 10,000 homes every year. And we're going to work with developers. The government is the largest owner of land in the country. We're going to identify those lands, put in the infrastructure, whether it's water, sewage, and roads, and then work with developers to deliver those units at a cost that will allow you to go to NHT. You, whether your husband, your boyfriend, you can put together and pay down on that house, and you can own your own house. But we're going further. We know young people have it hard. So we are establishing a fund of $1 billion per year, which will allow us to give a grant of $500,000 to each qualified young person who is an NHT contributor, so you can put that money to pay down on your house. So comrades, we're going to reform education. We're going to make it easier for you to own your own home. We're putting $1 billion in a fund for cultural and creative industries. So if you're a singer, if you're a dancer, if you're a potter, painter, we will put the money in a fund that will allow you to build and expand your business. Because when we look at the people who have put Jamaica on the map, the people who have made Jamaica punch above its weight, those are the persons, the athletes, the entertainers. We are going to support them by a $1 billion a year fund to support those businesses. We are saying to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, we're going to waive corporate income tax for the first 3 years of your business so that you can focus on building your business without having to worry about paying income tax. And in that way, by giving you that incentive, we will have more businesses being built. And once more businesses are being built, the economy will grow and we'll be able to make a better life for you. And comrades, as I close, we committed to running a government of ethics and integrity. And the reason we're doing that, when people thief your money and you go to UC and you have to sit down and wait and sit down on a tough chair because there's no bed, that is the cost of thieving. When you have to wait for hours on a bus because we don't have enough JUTC bus, that is the cost of thieving. When you go to your fitness school and they don't have the supplies there, that is the cost of thieving. When you can't get your road fixed because the resource is not there, that is the cost of thieving. So comrades, I said to you, get ready. We don't know when the date will be, but you have the responsibility to deliver Eastern St. Andrew on behalf of the People's National Party and ensure that our leader, who knows this constituency better than most of you, can go and walk up Duke Street with Trisha, with me, with Dennis, with Patrick, because while I go and come through in Southeast, I want Eastern, I want East Rural, I want Central Kingston to come with us, so the Eastern belt of the corporate area will be returned to the People's National Party. One love, comrades, one heart.